70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis.
Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. You look at this Steeler defense.
They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Hockenson here.
It'll be a gain of 5, and now it's 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On the give, here's McBride.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football.
The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin.
Take it at the 37. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Now Lewis.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Throwing is Lewis. Pass complete to Addison. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and end up making the play.
On second down, it's Abanikanda.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Lewis. Flushed out right.
Got an open man, it's Pickens.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
Stop made there by Brian Asamoah. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Lewis now on 3rd down.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
And they'll get him down short of 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Prescott. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Prescott looks to throw on first. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down.
The Vikings at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. They're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Prescott from the gun.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense.
And they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here's McBride.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Austin. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
They'll begin on the ground here with Abanikanda.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. Here's 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Third and 9 here.
Looking to throw. Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. On the handoff, Abanikanda.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
To throw is Lewis. To throw on 2nd down.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
Touchdown!
Pat Freiermuth.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are able to extend their lead.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Prescott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand.
Taking it right down Broadway.
78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Now a play fake here on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Lewis.
That's caught. This is Abanikanda.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. The end result, 21 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal?
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Lewis. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 2nd down, here's McBride.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 33. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play action now. Prescott. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Vikings are back within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 13-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Off the play fake. Lewis. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run here with McBride. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And now a run with McBride. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake, Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. A quick pass to Kupp. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit.
A little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. As his old brain remembers when
Looking to throw. Lewis.
Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route.
He works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
First down. Here's the run with Montgomery.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Now the steal.
From the gun, here's Abanikanda. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Now Lewis looking to throw on 2nd down.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Lewis on 1st and 10. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
The give now to Abanikanda.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. To throw. Lewis.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just try to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch out now, 52.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Off play action. Lewis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
The punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle they go. McBride. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Prescott to throw it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Prescott off play action.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Now a handoff up the middle. It's McBride.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now.
Here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
Looking to throw. Prescott. That'll be caught. It's caught. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there. 26 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Prescott now. And he's got it. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Going up the gut, Montgomery. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Now Lewis. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return.
and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Throwing, Prescott.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Throwing is Lewis.
They'll set up the screen to Abanikanda.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On the ground, it's Abanikanda.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Try it here. He's back to throw.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Touchdown. David Montgomery taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's Connell on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. McBride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Lewis. Johnson with a completion over the middle.
And Johnson going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake. Lewis.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and now it winds up incomplete.
And that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Lewis.
Addison hauls it in.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. That gain on third down, good for 28.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. Busts through the tackle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here we go.
2nd down and 3.
Handoff comes to Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Dak.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Now Dak.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's Prescott.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
David Montgomery
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Steelers are able to build on to their 4th-quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
This is 1st and 10. To throw, Prescott.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
What a change in this ball game in the fourth quarter, Charles. They just completely took over, and not only did they get the lead, they end up winning somewhat comfortably.
And when we spent time talking with them before the game, they made sure that we knew that they thought that they were the better team in this one, and they never lost that thought or lost that focus, and they played like it in the fourth quarter. That's how you offer a late comeback and get a win.
So for the Steelers, they move.